Hello everybody, Eric Flight back with another flight. Haven't flown in a couple days. Been busy, but got a meeting tomorrow to go to. It's gonna be a good one, and therefore I have a personal day tomorrow, so I'm able to stay up a little later tonight. But anyways, welcome to the stream. JJ, welcome to the stream. Everyone else, welcome to the stream. And we are going to go from Palm Springs. I'm kind of inspired by this YouTuber called Ann on YouTube, who lives, I believe, in the Palm Springs area. And I wanted to go to Kern Valley. I've been wanting to do this flight for a while, to Kern Valley at least, because last time we did this, we did as part of the Virtual USA Flying Club event. And I'm going to try doing the camping, parallel 42 camping thing again, which is somewhere here. I haven't used it in forever. But somewhere, unless I uninstalled it. In which case, we'll just pretend that we camped there. It's here somewhere. It's one of these icons or something. You know, maybe I did uninstall it. Oh well. Well, we'll see. We get there, we'll figure it out. Custom toolbar. Oh, there it is. The pop out. Could be part of Flow now. I don't know. But I thought I had it installed. I'm not going to go back and reinstall it, but just saying. Let me see if I do it. No, camp out library. Yeah, so it's in there somewhere. We'll see if I can get there. Maybe it's just the icon's not showing. But anyway, we're not going to leave real world time. We're going to be a little bit before that, so we can have some daylight here. I'm going to take the Piper Arrow 3 at 12,500 feet. It's Kern Valley. And JJ, welcome to the broadcast, as usual. Thanks for coming out, man.
I'm feeling weird, I'm feeling different. You're more than perfect, and I like what you got. You might be the one for me, let me get them digits.
That has to work, right? You get digits with that all the time, right? You must at least got 1 or 2 digits with that. That's a pretty fat beat, my friend. All right, we're taking off from Jacqueline Cochran Regional. We're gonna go more west to avoid the Mojave Desert restricted area there, right outside Edwards Air Force Base, and then we're going to continue up and go to Kern Valley. Things are VFR as of now. We'll have to see. 12.5 is kind of high, but I need to get over these mountains and everything. And so everything's set there. Let's go to the checklist and get this thing started. Pre-flight, we're going to pretend it's done. Ooh, excuse me. C-track backlock good. Avionics are off. Autopilot's off. AC is off. I don't think we have AC in here. I think it's just passive air like we usually have. How hot is it though? 65 degrees. We'll leave the heat. Yeah, it's a little bit, because as we get up there, it'll probably be in the 50s. Prop high RPM. Things looking good. Let me just make sure this thing's off. It is. All right, throttle slight. And brake set. I'm gonna put the parking brake on actually. Parking brake on. Rudders are working. Master alternator on, beacon on, fuel pump on. I'm going to increase the mixture. There you go. Full lean. Alright, max to start. So here we go. Clear prop. Let's take this from the outside. Clear prop. Alright. It's the first time I think I've done that outside. I wanted a different view tonight. Bring it down to 1,000. All right. Oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Gonna pretend that the fuel. Well, let's look at the fuel pressure. Make sure it's good. Lights as required. We'll turn nav on it this time. And mixture as required. Seatbelts, harnesses. I've got the elevation here. I think it's minus 114. So actually, we want full rich. I forgot that we're in a bowl here. We're at minus 114 MSL. Okay. That's a first for a while. Seatbelts, harnesses, good. Heat vent, defrost, I put a little bit in. Avionics on, it's set. We gotta squash this 530 down. I also noticed that my butt kicker is not working, even though I tested it, but now it will be. Or it should be. Or maybe not. I wonder why it's not working. Give me a second here. Did the cable come out already? No. Alright. Well, we'll try to get working. It's not there either. Might want to reboot it and see what happens. Seems to be frozen. It's gonna give me some trouble tonight. Alright, we're gonna resize this window here. Looks okay. More. What about there? Alright. Very good. Yeah, I don't know why it's frozen, but it is. Let me reload Haptic Connect here. And see if this will work. It's been kind of a pain. There we go. It's working now. The engine is rumbling. Simulator, barrel 3. Good. Alright. I still don't know where that camping thing went, but I don't know, man. Maybe I have too many icons up there. That's another thing that could happen. It's acquiring this GPS still. Alright. We're going to get some ATIS here at Jacqueline Cochran Regional, which is 118.325. We did fill the fuel before we went. I should double check the fuel gauges. Yeah, we're full. 325. Why is that not switching over? Come on, man. Oh, because I wasn't on column 2, or I was kind of on column 2. Hey, come on now. Uh-oh. Did SPAD get unloaded? It did. Alright, give me a second. Oh! You set everything up. You think you have it all ready. And all of a sudden, it doesn't work. Let's go. Switch it over. Showing the button push. Alright, let me reload SPAD. Pain. Burn. Dude, sorry about all this. I'm trying to get us going here. SPAD just has to work. Everything else is working with SPAD because this worked. So I don't know. Should take us about an hour and a half to get there. And again, we'll be cruising at 12.5, which I probably have to re-input in because I think it took it out here when I reloaded SPAD. Nope, it didn't. Cool. Alright, let's try the radio again here. No, it won't change. Huh. Wonder why. It seems like the frequencies are changing over. That button's just not changing. Alright, might have to go manual here. 118.325. It's also off. Is it off? Is that why? That could be it too. It resets some things here, so there you go. That's why. Man, my computer did a lot of things outside of this whole thing here. By the way, on Kick, we're able to take subs now. We've made the amount of time and hours streaming on Kick, so we're looking for our first subscriber on Kick. We'll see what happens with that. But your participation in the stream is good enough for me. All right, back to the checklist. We have to get the ATIS though, right? Yeah. So 118.325, COM 2. It looks like it reset all the settings on this. I don't know why. Yep. 0, 5. Let's see if that goes in. If not, I have to keep 0, 5. Kernville. There you go. All right. I'm not hearing it right now. 32. Oh, volume. Volume's important.
Wind 341 at 1 tree. Visibility 3. Sky conditions. Few clouds at 13,400
We set everything.
Temperature 21 Celsius.
It's going to take 3.5.
2.10 Celsius.
We are
Altimeter
up the corner
2979.
there, so we have to go down. Alright.
Kilo Tango
One more time.
Romeo Mike. Automated weather observation 0000 Zulu. Wind 341 at 1 tree. Visibility 3.
Negative 114.
Sky
That's all
conditions.
right.
Few clouds at 13,400 feet. Temperature 21 Celsius. 2.10 Celsius. Altimeter 2979er.
8.
Kilo Tango Romeo Mike. Automated weather observation 0000
Now, last time I checked, there was LA Center, but then it went off, so I
1 tree.
think we're going to put on the ATC chatter. Let's play some chatter departure. Unicom. And also connect to Madison.
2.10 Celsius.
That now.
Altimeter 2979er. Kilo Tango Romeo Mike, automated weather observation 0000 Zulu. Wind,
We are on VATSIM
13
122.8. This is the Unicom
condition, few clouds at
VATSIM.
13,400 feet.
As far as CTAF, it's 123.0.
Dew point
Go back to
10
guard on column 2.
Altimeter 29079er.
Traffic Skyhawk 97055.
Kilo
Departing.
Back to guard on column 2.
You're on guard with
Alright. Yeah. Little quick check here. VATSIM Unicom. Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. It's transmitting. But anyways, again, we're going to go around the restricted airspace, as you can see. And then go up to Kern Valley. If the winds are the same, we're going to be direct in on extended final. And, good. All right. Let's see. Back to the checklist. Transponder alt squawk. It is not, and it's also set to the default because it defaulted everything back. I don't know why it did. Alts. There we go. ASB will pretend it's on because it is on my tablet. We tested the radio. Lights as required. Looking good. Okay, brakes will test on the way up. I'm going to 3.5, so Tobii tracker on. We set it. And we're going to go to 3.5. Tablet off. And again, I'm going to use my tablet to help me find out where 3.5 is. Okay, here we go. Parking brake off. And going forward. Brakes are good. Little tight room here. This is Atlantic Aviation, but this is a either I think it's freeware that I got here. So we'll see. 3.5. Be to the right there. Clear on the left. Yes, we are. Feels good to fly once again. Wonderful mountains here in Palm Springs. But again, this guy named Ann on YouTube, that's his channel name. He works at 7-Eleven out in Palm Springs somewhere. And like the dude's like down to earth and like he just like explains his life and stuff, his car camping and stuff. And that's why we're inspired to leave from Palm Springs, and it's about an hour and a half away from Kern Valley. There's a sign over here on the right. What does it say? No, it's just the signs for the FBO. Alright, that should be 3.5.
Seaplane just over the lake to the north.
Set for 12.5. We gotta do a run up at the end here. Things are looking good. Also trying out the newest version of map enhancement, Google Maps in the simulator. It's supposed to like load better, but like I did notice on startup at the airport that it took longer for it to load some scenery, so I don't know what that's all about, but it took a little longer. And now my rudders are not doing their full effect here. I missed the ground control from FS 2024. Update on that, by the way. I got the 152 to work again, but when you fly at night, it has this weird light going on in the cockpit, and I was told that's just a 2024 thing. Also, I can't use the beta, because if I use the beta, it just kind of loads there and like has a white circle in the right corner and just doesn't load the flight at the airport. But if I do just the regular version, it loads, but again, it's got to be during daytime for the 152. But I'm going to fly it again and try to get it in there. So, okay, coming up to the end here, run up, get this thing going. Tablet back on, so we can see the checklist for the run up. I still want to make some videos on how to fly the aircraft I fly in real life realistically on the simulator. I think that'd be cool for people. I would have appreciated those videos back in the day. Okay.
Traffic fuel truck drops approach on a runway 8.
There's a double line that says approach, so that must be hold short if there's an approach going on. But we're good. I'm gonna go all the way to the end. More runway, the better. Maybe not. All right. You know what? We'll do the run up here, okay? And I'm just gonna do it straight ahead. So Tobii tracker off. Run up. Brakes are set. Brakes on. Good. All right. Fuel proper tank. We're gonna leave it on the left. Trim set for takeoff. We're gonna test both trims. We're gonna test the electronic trim on the yoke and the wheel.
Traffic
Now we know
runway
they're free,
3
correct,
just to the north, follow
and
the
working.
shore eastbound at,
This button would be to
1600
take off the
feet.
electric trim down there. I have to keep reminding myself of that. Flight controls. Good. It's about 5:10 p.m. West Coast time in the sim. Flight controls good. Instruments, turn equators in the middle, no flag. Heading coordinators about 167. That's right. Vertical speed looks good. We're at negative 114-ish. Horizon looks good. Airspeed looks good. Enunciator lights working.
Traffic, Piper
Okay.
524
Alternate air. Test and close.
5
Testing.
northeast,
Close.
inbound to land.
Good. Mixture best power. 2,000 RPMs. We're going to test the engine out here. Okay, I'm going to test the mags right. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Gonna cycle the prop. RPMs go down. RPMs go up. Second thing, we'll do that again. Oil pressure goes down. Oil pressure goes up. And then finally, one more time to make sure no oil spurts out on the windshield, because that means we have a leak with the governor. We're good. Alright, amps and volts. Good. Charging slightly, it's over there. Vacuum is good. That's why I looked at the vacuum first. So use that. Fuel pressure. Good. Oil pressure. Oil temperature. Good. And then we're going to idle. Man, we've really flown 40 hours in this. Wow. Okay. I don't know why it reset everything to defaults, but alright. And back to 1,000. Alright, we're going to continue down now. I'm going to pretend this is to hold short here. Probably because it's a class Echo. They want you to hold here in case there's approaches. So, but we'll call on the CTAF and we'll get going here. Tablet off, and do our briefing as we go down there. So, 123.000.
November 79er, so Mike.
Cochrane Regional Traffic. Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot is going to be departing runway 35 to the northwest. Cochrane Regional Traffic.
I'm on short final right now, but I'm in a rag bag.
So I don't know if that was actually a hold short line there, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I didn't see any traffic out there. It's not loading my nameplates against the multiplayer, so I'm doing something weird again.
November 79, so Mike.
I thought I saw some earlier. There it is. Oh, so there's no traffic out there. There's another hold short line here. Again, I don't really know what that's all about. Better safe than sorry. I'm going to have to read up on that. Say, it says approach, so again, maybe it's holding short the other way, and this is a run-up area, which you probably shouldn't be using, that's okay. Okay, prop, high RPM, fuel pump on, landing light on, put the strobes on. Okay, looking pretty good. Alright, stop right on here, look around, clear, clear, clear. Clear, 12.5. GPS is where it's supposed to go. It's set to GPS. Oh, we're on test there. That's not good. Now we're good. Won't squawk. And that's why we double check things, everybody. Alright, 123.0. Put the map on. Tablets off for you. And we're going to call this. So here we go. Cochrane Regional Traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 35, departure to the northwest. Cochrane Regional. Okay, we are going to rotate at 70, climb at 90, retract the landing gear when there's no more available runway to make an emergency landing on. If we are below, let's say 600 feet, this problem can't go the other ways. If there's a problem, the takeoff rule can't go the otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort takeoff on the runway. If we're under 800 feet, this problem can't go otherwise, we will land directly have no more than 30 return. Specified speed again is 79, and if we're above 600 feet, and this problem can't go otherwise, we'll take a turn to the left and land downwind in the taxiway with the rest of the runway. Whatever's available to us, specified speed again is 79. With that, we are good. So let's go. Heels on the floor, right rudder, full throttle.
Traffic 813, November Delta.
This is the first airport I've been negative 114 at for a while. Oh, rotate. Ground hand looks terrible in this. Trim back here a little bit. Wow, that was a weird takeoff. Can use this again to 90. Okay, about to do the gear. Seems like we have a wind from the right. Maybe I said it wrong. Feels like it's coming from the right. Okay, gear up. Good. Bring in a little more altitude before I mess with the manifold here. Okay, turning to the left. Clear. Still at 90, and we'll turn on course. Palm Springs area, everybody. Party. Palm Springs. Autopilot on, vertical speed. Speed will turn it down a little bit. Alright, and now. Gotta make sure everything's on. Tobii eye tracker off. Heading's on, nav's on. Seems to be turning into it. Keep an eye on it though, because sometimes this can be a little wonky. Ground speed's not too good right now, but we'll get there. Hopefully that's not following the heading. Yeah, it's loading something. Please load. Come on now. Woo! Okay, let's go direct. I think it's kind of floating around here. Turn to the right. There you go. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Take a look outside because I think we're climbing and everything. Autopilot's working. Haz, what's up? I haven't talked to you in forever. What's going on? How's life? Gotta turn on the manifold actually. 25 inches, 2550 here. How's it going, my friend? Oh, good. Flying out of Palm Springs tonight. And we'll see the Palm Springs City and stuff coming off our left over here. Beautiful weather for a flight. We're going up to 12.5. Alright, we're almost out of the Echo, then I'm going to switch to the FatSim Unicom. So I teach with my laptop, and I changed like the inputs and stuff, and it totally messed with my setup tonight before I got on here. I had to, but we do like, I teach music technology and stuff, so I have to like do digital audio workstation work with the kids and stuff, and totally mess with everything. Alright, we're going to lean off the mixture as we get up here, so let's do that now. How long did I, do I really fly? I haven't flown since, I think, end of February, beginning of March. I got signed off in this plane, the Arrow, so now I can fly a plane with landing gear. I got my complex endorsement, which allows me to do landing gear and control pitch prop, which is this blue thing right there. So, but I will probably be flying again in May. I think I'm going to wait, build some funds there. I've been, again, putting a little bit of my money towards solar power on my house. I have a grid tie inverter and stuff, so trying to bring down costs with that, so maybe I can have a little bit more cha-ching for other things. But other than that, we're doing good, you know. 3,000 feet climbing to 12.5 as we get going. And actually, I do have to go heading here. I forgot about that because I have to go around that restricted airspace. So. Heading according to the electronic flight bag is 308. So we're gonna make this go 308. Make it go. Oh, make it go there. You don't go right to Kernville because then we're going into restricted airspace. Ah! Stupid button. Come on now. Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Thanks to Otto the Autopilot for his service tonight. About an hour and a half, which is what it should be.
Automatic pilot.
Leading up the mixture as we go higher. Pressure, we're going to keep that up to 25. It will drop as we get higher.
I'll go back to the passengers.
He lives what? Zeke's? What do you mean by that? But well, if you have more, if he wants to help chip in half, I don't mind. We can do like what you did. You know what I'm saying? But half's as much as he can pay, and that way I can fly, and you can fly, and everyone can fly, and then it's half the price for me. So let me know. Palm Springs off our left here. Again, inspired by a YouTuber that does this. I have to get above 10,000 to go over Palm Springs though, but I'm probably not going to do that. That'd be out here somewhere. We're going to miss it because I'm doing my heading here. As you can see on the map, I can't really go into that blue circle, or else I need permission. So back to some Unicom. And let's take a look at Volanta and see if there's any traffic around us. Not really. Just departed at, oh wait, there is. November 39 Alpha Lima, if that's anyone on stream. Oh, I got ya. Oh, Zeke's, yeah, I get it now. Yep. Alright. Well, we could probably set something up. Again, I'm just recovering on funds because it cost me about $1,200 or $1,000 to get the complex endorsement. So I spent a lot of my money on that so I could fly and get my complex endorsement aircraft. Get retractable landing gear and stuff, but it's also the fastest aircraft in the flight school. So, although it costs more, it's the fastest one. So, got some clouds out in the distance. Still have to keep an eye on that and see what we can do. See if we can get this thing climbing a little bit faster. I have to go a little bit to my right here.
235 hands off, taking off, 1 and 2.
Nice scenery. Let's take a look at Palm Springs, everybody. So this is Palm Desert. That's what this is called. And Palm Springs is more over there. It's right nestled in the hills here. As you can see on the map, we got some traffic down there on the highway. And I don't know about living in Palm Springs. I mean, it's pretty nice in those videos from that on YouTube guy, but I don't know about me living in the middle of the desert. We are climbing. Now there is a Tersa here. I mean, yeah, which is a terminal radar surveillance alert place. They want you to treat it like a Class Charlie if you want to, but there's no one off of bat sim anyways, and I would have gotten flight following. Okay. Already got to lean off the mixture again. And we're good. You have to not quite get 90 than I want.
No, you're good. Keep going. I'm going to have to taxi back full length. The wings are just too big here.
And Palm Springs International should be out here somewhere. I don't really see that now. I'm not a fan of the clouds though either.
10 Fox Victor back and 12 full length.
Oh, there it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. That looked like an airport there for a second. I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. Try and get above 10,000. Clean up the mixture as we climb higher.
Traffic near 10 Fox Victor. We're clearing wide to the northeast of the airport. Parking to the north.
Good. Copying over things to kick here. I saw that Stream Elements now does overlays for kick, so I'm going to get on that as well. You can get some people some interaction there. As far as supporting commands, I have not seen any support for that just yet. So, but we'll see. We'll see, because they don't have Kick in the streamer.bot that I use. Now we are streaming again on all 3 services: YouTube, Kick, there's Palm Springs International, and then we had someone on K-Law, CTAF frequency, not here on Unicom. Yeah, that makes sense.
Here's our Fox, on a 2.5 mile final for wind 120 straight in, full up.
Alright. Looking pretty good as we climb here. Speed's back up. Leaned out too much. There you go. Okay. I got the manifold all the way in now, because it dropped as we go higher. But 12.5 is going to be pretty high for this. We'll see what happens. So how's life other than that, Tony? Well, things are good. Desert, desert, desert. Palm Springs International.
Skyhawk 1305, final 12, traffic in sight for touch and go.
I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool to visit out here. I think Frank Sinatra had a place in Palm Springs, didn't he? Pretty sure he did. We're just gonna miss that delta. I'm gonna make sure that we're going right a little bit more. Yeah, aren't we all? But yeah, I can rent any aircraft at the flight school other than the tail wheel now. So that's why I did what I did, and also to get signed off on aircraft with landing gear. So now there's probably going to be more availability because not everyone can fly the one with landing gear. So. But we can go up again. Yeah. You know. Just probably going to wait till May because again I'm kind of putting a little bit of money in solar that I'm installing in my house myself, just on the front porch roof. Maybe this time you'll actually want to touch the plane and fly it a little bit, but I know it's okay if you don't, but I like to give that option to people. As long as we're all civil. I don't know. I just wish people did that for me if I wanted to, so that's why I do it. As long as I can trust somebody, you know? Still loading stuff. Probably Palm Springs. Sorry about this, everybody. Alright. Well, look at the June. June, I'm going to be taking... there's Flight Sim Expo. I don't know if you know about that, but I'll be doing that. And I have a friend coming up from Pennsylvania, and I'm supposed to take him up. So, but we'll see. So I should have more money. But I think, please just load the scenery. Do not crash the desktop. There we go. Jeez, I got really nervous there. Yeah. It's beautiful scenery when it does that. Oh God. Come on. Come on, Sim. Yeah, we'll work something out. We'll go up. Come on, simulator. This is because it's loading everything. I thought it was cached, but obviously not. There we go. It looks fantastic, but to load all the scenery is a different thing. Boy, it's good. Good background music. Different. It's copyright-free music, or royalty-free, I should say, from YouTube. So I appreciate their library there. We got an aircraft off our left there. And that looks to be VAT Sim, I think. And that would be November 39 Alpha Lima. Which might be JJ, if I'm not mistaken, but if it's not, you can introduce yourself on chat. You don't have to, but you could, and we'll get you there. But judging from VAT Sim and that call sign, that might be JJ out there. We are on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, and remember, you can be my wingman anytime.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime. Bullshit. You can be mine.
Climb the 12.5 and missing the Palm Springs class Delta here. We're not above 10,000 yet. we're at 9,000 feet. We're going to lead up the mixture some more. That gives maximum power to the engine. And it's going to be harder to climb as we get higher because there's less dents. Beautiful scenery, Palm Springs. Lots of clouds though. Lots of clouds. Alright, we'll turn more on course. As you can see, we're going around that class Delta there. That November 39 Alpha Lima is only 300 feet below us. I'm surprised I'm not getting some alerts here. Land do not disturb. No, I did. Turn it off. Just give me some alerts here. Alright, we're going to turn more to the left now. Try to get on course. Around Palm Springs. 10,000 feet's a big, big ceiling for that. It's only at 477 feet.
Kilo Uniform Delta Delta traffic bombardier November 482 Quebec Sierra 11 miles east.
We got some type of unicom.
Kilo Uniform Delta Delta traffic bombardier November 482 Quebec Sierra is the final runway 28 to land.
LA Tower's on, Burbank Tower's on, LA Departure's on, Albuquerque Center's on, so let's see if that applies to us. I don't think it does, but nope. Yep, there's Coachella. They're having the Coachella Festival pretty soon, but I never knew it was that close to Palm Springs, but it is. I'd like to go out there and camp someday, but probably won't happen. We're also going to be crossing over Big Bear, which is awesome. I like that scenery in the simulator. But, yep, November 39 Alpha Lima. Welcome to Flying with us. Real world weather, but not real world time. We're about 2 or 3 hours behind real world time. Let's give us some daylight here. We've got some wind turbines off our left. Lots of power production. Alright, we're at 10,000, so we can go direct now where we have to go. Let's go more to the west. Because we have to get around that restricted airspace and we're going way too far. Let's try that. There you go. It says it's got about an hour and 20 minutes till Kern, but we have to go around that restricted airspace right there. That blue Mojave Desert around Edwards Air Force Base. That's a huge restricted area, but that makes sense because you got Edwards there. Nick Greslow, welcome to the broadcast, my friend. How's life? How's it going? So yeah, we're going to see some nice scenery here. We'll have Riverside, California to our left as we go there. I'm not excited about these clouds though, so we won't even have to go higher or low. Digi Driver, what's up? I saw that. I saw the pictures, my friend. How was it out there? We're climbing at 12.5. We're going to see if we can get above these clouds. If not, we're going to have to go that way and around. So that's our backup. Just going around the Edwards Air Force Base, restricted airspace. But yeah, it seemed that way. Good practice, you know. Fuel pump off, by the way. Should have been off for a while, but that's alright. Just turned it off now. Oh crap, man. Well, that must have been a heck of a waiting. No, Digi Driver, things got busy for you lately, I take it. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I did a YouTube short on the trucking session I did where I hit the cop in the American Truck Simulator. And that thing got like 1,000 views. I was like, are you kidding me? That's always the best though. When you go slow one way, you know it's going to go fast the other. Yep. All right, let's see what happens at 12.5. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go to the right. In fact, I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to do that now so we avoid this. So let me do that now. And we'll adjust. Because there's no way I'm going over those clouds right there. I'm going to try to keep it VFR tonight. A little bit more. And full manifold, I'm going to go back to 2550 is where we'll keep it while we climb. I'm leaning out that mixture again as we get higher. Here we go. Kern Valley. And I can't find any of my camping stuff here unless this is it. Nope. Man, I don't know where it went. Objectives. Checklist. No. I mean, I got a lot of stuff installed, but still. It should be here somewhere. Is that it? I don't know where my camping stuff went. It would be part of the parallel 42 also, so. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my camping stuff. It should be here though. Flow, pop out, go soundscapes. We don't need that. Just doesn't seem there. Bonanza! Oh, it's freezing up because it's loading stuff. You know it. I'm gonna go to the right a little bit more here. Avoid these clouds. Why not? Why not? Bonanza! Did you just call me banana?
Banana, Bonanza 296, hold short 17 at Bravo, waiting locally. No sir, you did not hear that correctly.
I think she did call him banana. Just saying. I think she did. Feel free to fly with us. Flight Sim 2020 East server. That's right. That was thanks to Nick Reslick. You told me about that. So how did that go? Oh, did you flew in the Bonanza? How did that whole thing go for you, Nick? You're probably getting more confident as you get things done. So, yeah. It's a nice plane. I've never flown in one. It's in the simulator. It's rolls on the aileron, and I talked to my instructor during my complex, and I was like, "Yeah, it just has a lot of roll to it." And he's like, "Yeah, it does in a way, but it's a nice plane. It sucks down gas, though." I'm talking the old V35 Bravo. Again, I'm only going by simulator experience in that. Got some there. Well, there you go. Well, there you go.
Friday hover traffic, LA 2793 Golf, final 165.
836. You had a more modern one? No, wait. That's the older one, right? No, that's a more modern one. It doesn't have the V tail, the ruddervators, or does it? Now, we're getting the clouds here. I gotta go to the right. I gotta get out of this. Give me a second. Try staying on the right side or north here. Just keep the altitude. Alright, we're at 12.5. Need it up one more time. Bring it down to 2,500 RPM. So we're also going to do a fuel change here. So fuel pump on. Switch to the right. And fuel pump off. Fuel pressure is looking good. There you go. Yeah. I like the Garmin 530. I know that they're now obsolete except for the nav data being updated. But, you know. The touch panels, though. Not that I've ever used it. I think... Have I used the touch panel? I think there was one plane that there was a touch panel that I've ever used, and it was cool because it made it easier to type stuff in. So I can see why the technology's changed. So, but all right, we're gonna have to go north here, go around this mountainous area, and then continue on. So I'm gonna try to do a UE over here, stay out of these clouds. But we're an hour out of Kern Village, just getting going around the restricted airspace. Yeah. I definitely know why they have the 650s and the 7, whatever you call that. I got one of them right here. Real sim gear. Probably can't see it because it's not on camera. I haven't used it a lot, but I got a real sim gear 750 or whatever this is. So, I have it hooked up, but the thing is it disconnects here and there because I don't have the best HDMI. All my HDMIs are taken up. So I bought this USB 3 to HDMI, and it doesn't really work as well. And the touchscreen on it is just okay, so. Well, we're getting a little bit of ice here. Look at that. A little bit of ice. Probably from the clouds. All right, we're gonna head a little bit more to the west again.
Traffic Bonanza 25 Romeo Delta is out of 1,500 on the
Try to stay out of those clouds and go around these mountains. We're at 12.5, so we should be able to go above them. But Big Bear is out there in the distance. So maybe we should fly over Big Bear. Maybe we'll do that, and then we'll go more on course here to get around that restricted airspace. Let's go this way. Definitely some coolness there from the clouds. That ice should melt off eventually. Thanks for all coming out to the stream. Appreciate it. Haven't flown for a couple of days, and the last thing we did was American Truck Simulator. I think that was on Sunday, but it was fun to do. You know, someday I do want to stream some other games, but again, our main focus will be Flight Sim. So. Everything's looking good. Fuel's good. Manifold's good. Keep this up at 2,500 RPMs. Thank you. Man, 12.5. That manifold pressure is not much, but it's okay. Suction's good. Alternator's good. And we're on heading. That's why it looks a little different.
Kilo Uniform Delta Delta Traffic Bombardier November 482 Quebec Sierra.
A little bit more to the west. We're going to overfly Big Bear. That's what we're going to do. So.
Kilo Uniform Delta Delta
And then we'll
Traffic
turn more
Bombardier
on
November
course.
482 Quebec Sierra.
Big Bear is one of the after we flew there for the Rich USA Flying Club. I really liked it. The scenery was really nice. I don't know what my frames are doing here. No, the Xbox thing is not working. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's game bar. So it's going in my frames. It's a little different looking. Yeah, must have updated. We got about 60 frames, which isn't bad. 40 to 50. I got lots of mountains here and stuff, and Big Bear is a big thing of scenery, so we'll see what happens with that. But Big Bear is out here. It's a little bit more in the west because we have to anyways eventually. Things are looking good. I'd love to go to Big Bear someday. It just seems like an awesome place to fly into. If I get this parallel 42 camping thing to work, camp outs. Set up camp anywhere you want. They're making it for 2024 still, so. Oh. Now. It's supposed to have dogs and everything in it. And last time I went to Kernville, I was able to do it. But for some reason, that icon is just not up here anymore. It's just really weird. I'm not getting the 750s, but it's not even. I guess there's only so many panels you can do. But it should be in there. Kind of bumped. That's alright. We'll just land there and pretend we can. Big Bear coming up. I'm going to fly right over the airport. Which is right there. This beautiful scenery though, huh? Yeah, picture time. Ooh. Big Bear coming up. Real world weather, but not real world time. Beautiful scenery. Whoop, sorry. Lots of scenery. I have to remember that if I'm going to do the camp out utility, I got to take out some things, I guess. Imagine that this is kind of outside LA. It's amazing that they got places like this. Big Bear Lake right off our left there, and the airport's right here. It's like this big rural area in the middle of a desert. Alright, also have to chatter on approach now, so let's do that. Awesome scenery here. And a little volanta for us. So you have to go around those clouds there, but we're kind of making our way there. Just have to get around Edwards Air Force Base. So we're going to hook in a little bit more here. Maybe touch up on Burbank approach for a second, but I'm probably not going to get flight long, so I won't be there for a second. And do our thing. Now this updated, Volanta updated, said something about tracking flights better. So I don't know what that's all about. We're just about over Big Bear. Out of Palm Springs and Coachella. On our way.
American 2102, this is 2177, 111. Stand by.
Take a look at Big Bear as we fly over. Still got an hour to go.
American 2102, good afternoon, code ILS 25.
We're going to head more to the west now. Big Bear right below us. There you go. There's the airport. Have some scenery here. Some photogrammetry, if you will. This looks like a nice place to live, to be honest with you. It's in the middle of like mountains and desert, but it's like a high recreational place to be. Probably lots of money to live here too. I wonder when I'm going to frame 6. This is big scenery. Oh, almost 70. Wow. Pretty good. Surprised there's no aircraft down there. Unless it's kind of still loading. Go Big Bear, California, everybody. That's, I want to say freeware, but it could be payware scenery down there. There's Big Bear Lake. LA would be that way.
Delta 1471 to reduce speed down to 250, contact bridge 128.5.
Delta 1528.5, 1471.
Alright, continue on our way to Kernville via going around the restricted airspace. Air Force Base. I got some aircraft up there.
26.5, heading 4. Here we go.
Entry forward 25, approach caution, wait turbulence, your east trail of a heavy A330, clear 9 left, runway 24, right approach.
Okay, clear the ILS 24 right, Secretary 425, and we were assigned to
Right.
Looking at Coachella here on Google Maps. Takes place at like the Polo Grounds or something, the concert there. Or a ranch, something like that. Can't remember where. I remember looking at it earlier.
United 1236, contact bridge 124.
Oh, the Empire Polo Club, that's where it takes place. Cool. Major moneymaker, Palm Springs there.
United 1236, contact bridge 124.9.
124.9
We have November 766 Sierra Kilo. I don't know what that is, but let's check it up. That is Real World's Flying, and it's It is a SkyWest. SkyWest 6481 above us. That's what you're seeing up there. What type of aircraft is that? And indeed, that is currently what it's doing in real life. So, CRJ 700. So that's what you're seeing up there, streaking across the sky. It is a CRJ. Yep. It's going to Phoenix, Arizona from Burbank. Cool things with FSLTL. Still not totally supported in 2024 though. And besides, 2024 is still giving me some issues, but I think that in about 2 updates, it will be pretty good, to be honest with you. I'm going to guesstimate on that. But the sim beta, the beta right now does not work that well for me. So.
Information Golf now current, altimeter 2991.
Ground speed's picked up, we got 133 knots, so that's good to see. And got about 111 nautical miles to go, so. Pretty good, and we have Bakersfield approach up in the distance there. Alright, what I'm going to do though is, I hate to do this, I got to disconnect from VATSIM for a second because I got to use the facilities really bad. So I'm going to come back there, I'm going to put auto on autopilot and leave it there. I think we're going to be okay, but I'm going to make this as fast as I can, and I'll be back. I'm sorry, this isn't normal, but I got to do it. Alright, I'll be back.
Published speed.
The published speed, 3166. Delta 951, just confirm 25 left.
Delta 951, affirm, yes.
Copy, 25 left, 951, confirm. Approach County 361, with you on the engine for 300 till 8.
County 361 heavy, approach information Golf is current. Clear ILS, runway 25 left approach. Southwest 3166, contact bridge 12, 8.5.
25 something.
Delta 79 heavy, reduce speed to 250. American 1375, speed 210, contact bridge 124.9.
Speed 210.49, American 1375.
Delta 309, approach speed 270 meters, cleared ILS 24 right approach. Delta 309, reduce speed to 250.
250.
Delta 309, reduce speed to 250.
250.
Approach is under cargo 8630, we are passing on the Los Angeles Foxtrot.
Foxtrot cargo 8630, heavy approach, reduce speed to 250, standby.
This is under cargo 8630.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that.
Cargo 8230.
Unlike real life, you can actually use the facilities when you have to. It's streaming. But we're back. And I see that we went a little IFR there as well. But we will get back on course here. Let's go a little bit to the right. It's funny to watch your own stream from a different place. But anyways, we're good to go now. Alright, get out of this cloud. Keep it going. Right below us, by the way, is Hesperia, California. See it on the map there. Let's take a look at it. See what it looks like. 12,500 feet. It's like Google Maps has different imagery for it. There you go. There's also a class Delta right here, but again, the top of that is 5,400, so we should be fine. That is Southern California Logistics Airport. So for that as well. Not really seeing it. There. Over here somewhere. Not really seeing it as of now. Oh, there it is. Duh. It's right there. Cool. Thanks to Otto for taking over there for a little bit. And things are good. Hey, it cleared up. Going through that cloud was not the worst thing ever. Cool. Tonight's beverage is black cherry Walmart flavored sparkling water. It's pretty good stuff. It's not watered down like I thought it would be. I'm actually a big fan of these when I see it. My son and I grabbed like 12 of them. They did go up in price though, thanks to inflation. But they taste pretty good. Alright, we are on our way to Kern Valley. Do some camping. There's like a whole campsite there. You could fly in and camp there, so. But, again, Microsoft Flight Simulator East Server, if you do want to fly with us, and we're in 2020, because 2024 is still not working the best for me, but it's going to get there soon. I have a feeling about, maybe Update 2 does it, who knows. But I would love to fly it, obviously. But I also miss like the mods and everything. The ground effect, like the rudder and stuff on the ground, just the ground handling, if you will, is way better in 2024. And I think the dynamics are a little bit better too. So, but the ground handling's almost, it's very close to real life compared to other sims. This one is not as good, and you don't really see that difference till you see that. But 2024 is the future. I do believe in that. So. I wonder how X-Plane 12's doing. I'm not a big X-Plane fan or user, but it seems like it's okay. It seems like it got better too as well for stability and stuff. But I don't know, man. I love the eye candy of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I really do. Looking really nice out here. as we make our way to the Sierra Nevadas up ahead. Oh, distance. But we're gonna have to turn a little bit more to the west here, because that restricted airspace is coming up. You probably can see it right there. See that blue border right there? So we're gonna have to turn more to the west here. Let's do that now. Oh, I hate when you hold it down that it goes that fast. I wish it was just like the WP Sim mod where you just grabbed it and turned it to the left or right. But it is what it is.
2463, maintain visual separation from that traffic. You can cross Seaview at or about
Right.
1,000.
Again, we are right outside Victorville, California now.
Okay.
Southwest 2463, cross Seaview at or about 1,000.
California seems like a nice place to be able to fly. To be honest with you, not that I've ever flown here in California. I've been to LA twice, I think, in my life. So, I always thought I was going to move out there after college, do like studio musician work while teaching music during the day, and plans changed. So, and it wasn't all bad when plans changed. But always thought I'd be living out there, living the dream. It is expensive out there, and there's a problem with homelessness, which I feel bad about. I'm not saying it's like terrible, but there's a lot of homeless stuff in California and Los Angeles, so you feel bad. It's so expensive to live out there too. And I'm saying that as someone who lives in the northeast part of America, where it's more expensive than most places. That's right. I'm gonna go right on that corner of the restricted airspace. So let's take the tablet off for a little bit, and let's enjoy a little bit of this. This is for Digi. You know it. Let's go.
What you gonna do when Mania runs wild on you, brother?
By not invading the restricted airspace around Edwards Air Force Base. That'd be a good thing to do. So. Just saying. Probably not be a smart thing to do that in real life. I think Edwards Air Force Base would probably get you really in trouble. So, what am I doing? I'm doing this. Okay. I'm gonna spice up the stream during April vacation. So again, buttoning down the ideas for the marathon, the 5th annual marathon charity fundraiser for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. I don't know. I got some ideas. I feel like I'm running stale a little bit though. So, because it was one of the ideas is to hit historically significant aviation places in the United States. And I honestly, AI has changed a lot of things. You can type in things and have it spit out all this stuff and get ideas. But I don't know, man. I don't know if just going across the U.S. would be good enough for a marathon, because we've kind of done that in 2 different ways already for marathons. So if anyone has any ideas for like an 18 to 22 hour flight at a true airspeed of about 110-ish or 130-ish, give me some ideas on my Discord. You can join by going to tinyurl.com/ericflight.discord, all one word. Join the Discord, give me some ideas, because I have tons of ideas about events that I haven't been able to get to. But we'll see. See if I can do much or more than north now. Says bearing is 319 according to the electronic flight bag. So we're going to do that now. Try to head that way. Hopefully, it doesn't look like we're going to avoid Edwards Air Force Base if I do that. So let's do like 300. 300. 38 minutes to go to Kern Valley. A lot of desert. Nice colors though, in the hills and the mountains. These Sierra Nevadas are out there in the distance. Okay, off our, right below us, I should say, there should be an airport right there. That is Gray Butte Field, or Butte, B-U-T-T-E. I think it's Butte though. Gray Butte Field. Kind of middle of nowhere, no? Great camping out here, I bet you though. This is in California. Maybe, did we cross into Nevada? I don't think we did. No, we're still in California. Yeah, Nevada's a little bit more to the east. California is kind of amazing with all its diverse ecoscapes, if you will. Yeah. Probably have to do a fuel tank change here, so let's take a look inside the plane. See if we have to do that. Yeah, I'd say so. Let's go to the left tank. Fuel pump on. To the left, to the left. To the front, to the front. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure's looking good. Still at 2,500 RPMs. Manifold's looking good. Alright, oil temp's good. Pressure's good. Alternator charging slightly. Vacuum good. Fuel's looking decent. And everything's good. Alright, we are almost around Edwards Air Force Base. We're going to have to go a little bit more to the west here. So let's go 5 degrees to the west. Let's see if that clears us. But you got Rosamond Lake there on the corner. We'll see what that does. And then you got Mojave Air and Spaceport. That's pretty cool over there too. That's going to be a straight shot up to Kern Valley. So we're not that far, believe it or not. We're 77 nautical miles out. Right, let's get the weather for Kern Valley ready, which there is none. So we're going to go with probably Bakersfield. Bakersfield 8 is 118.6, and as we get closer, we'll change it over to that. Okay, still on VATSIM Unicom. CTAS going to be 122.8, so we're right there too, right? Kern Valley is right in the middle of the Sierra Nevada mountains too. It's in a valley. So all right, one more look at Volanta. See traffic. I do have approach available to me, but I think we're just gonna fly it in. To be honest with you, we're gonna be fine. Southwest flight flying near us. That's where we went. We had to avoid some clouds. Went through a cloud while I had to use the facilities. But, yeah, we're good. Kern Valley coming up.
Oh, sorry about that.
Very cool. Landing in about a little over a half an hour. Edwards Air Force Base will be out there in the distance. Not really seeing it yet. Unless that's it. That could be it right there, actually. Yeah, that's Edwards Air Force Base there. You do not want to go there. Do not. And this is the Rosamond Lake that you want to go this way too, so that'll be a visual to keep on that side of it. We might skim it though, right on the outside here, because I'm trying to keep it close so that we can get in there as fast as possible to Kern Valley.
American 2318
Oh, cool. There you go. FST LTL is good for 2020. It doesn't really work in 2024, and not only that, but 2024. It does a decent job on the live traffic, so when it does work. You know what I mean? This is Edwards Air Force Base. We're gonna be skimming this and then turning north. Looks like we got some clouds out there we gotta worry about though, so we'll see what's going on with that and go from there. All right. Anyways, let's lock and load here. You've seen the web broadcast before. I like to have a little entertainment, so here we go. Let's suit up.
American 650, approach for Franklin Basin Hotel. Clear, dial left, runway 25, left approach.
Yes, hotel is good. I have a 5 left approach.
American 23, contact approach 128.5.
Importing all preferences from home interface.
Jarvis is online. Let's make it to Kern Valley.
Importing all preferences from home interface. Systems are now fully operational.
Edwards Air Force Base out there in the distance. Mojave Spaceport out there in front of us as well. What's that? That looks interesting. What's this green area here? I don't know. It's crop circles, deserts, and an Air Force base. We'll be wary of those clouds as we get over here. Air Force base right there.
26,
Lots of desert.
Hollywood One Wing Hotel.
American 726 Heavy, approach hotel is current. Clear, dial left, runway 25, left approach.
Seems like lots of people are still flying 2020 still. Yeah, 2024, not 100% yet. It's gotten better though with the service updates, but maybe they should have done that before they released it. Which is my thought, because it's basically not really the most usable right now. It's getting better though. It's okay if you're gonna do the generic aircraft and the challenges and stuff, but not if you're, excuse me. Might have to sneeze. Might be muting the microphone again. But it's not the best just for people like me who want to fly with like mods and stuff. Be realistic, but yet have fun at the same time. So. Okay, military operation area coming up. Mojave Air and Space Force has a ceiling of 4,800 in the class Delta, so we should be fine. Alright, I do have to blow my nose though, so Otto's gonna have to fly for a little bit. Be right back.
No, 1326, I'm cleared out left 25 left. Yes, sir.
Are you talking about for 2024? It is more difficult. It's a good system once you set it up. The problem I had was that I had to do the config every time I had to reset it because I had problems getting 2024 to load. But once you have it set, it's good. It is weird in a way, and there's like a setting for 2020, but then it messes up other things. So the thing I can't get, like you see, I can just go in and out of the camera here. I can get it to go to out with the same button I used in 2020, but it won't go back to cockpit camera after. So that's my biggest pet peeve with that. And also in the 152, you can't program the carb heat button. There's no way to program it. So, but other than that, doing okay. And And the WB Sim Mod 152, it was working great during the day, but at night it has this weird, like, it's almost like the landing light is recessed in the plane, it just stays on. So. There you go. You gotta stay out in this little corner here if you want to stay out of that restricted airspace. We reconnected the VAT Sim, by the way, so I'm not really going to use it as of now. We're just going to touch on the outsides of the approaches. But again, this is Rosamond Lake, Edwards Air Force Base. Right there.
United 935 City. United 935 has reduced me now to 250.
Ground speed's 135 knots. Not too shabby. Not the fastest, but not bad. I'm gonna get over the Sierra Nevadas here. I'm gonna turn to the north. We're 60 nautical miles out from Kern Valley. And the runway there is only 3,500 feet, so we're gonna have to try to make this work. I think we're gonna be fine. And it's at 2,614 feet MSL. So.
Cleared ILS runway 25 left approach about me at 8 Juliet.
Just have to make it above these mountains here. The peak of the mountain south of Kern Valley, just to show you this, is 8,448 feet. So, and then it's going to be direct in over Isabella Lake. So. Obviously, I would check in real life for if the MOAs are active or not, but it is what it is. Must be good hiking over here too, up the valley, Kernville. Hopefully the weather will cooperate and the clouds will be okay, and we'll get there with a direct in 3.5. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see. We're gonna start turning north in about a minute. And I'm gonna make the GPS go direct to and switch to nav.
United 2172 heavy approach reduced United 250. Cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Over to our left is General William J. Fox Airfield. Kilo Whiskey Juliet Foxtrot right over there. Get kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's Class Delta there too. So, all right, let's have this go direct.
United 2173 to Juliet, turn about.
And let's make it go to nav. Nav. There we go. There you go. Switch to nav. Turning. Just gotta make sure you stay out of that restricted airspace. Right to Kern Valley. 26 minutes to go. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock already. It doesn't feel like 11 o'clock, but I also took a nap today. And, I don't know. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, we got to turn more to the left there. We're going to go to restricted airspace. Like, pooping the pants right now. Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay, Rosamond Lake's kind of the visual here, so it's outside. We're okay. We're right on the outer side of it. So, there you go. We're okay. We're close, but we're okay. Excuse me. I don't know what the ceiling is of the surface proceeding. Gotta make it over these mountains up ahead. Alright, to our left is Rosamond, California. That's why they have Rosamond Lake. See what that looks like. That's it right down there. I would think that's like a military town, if you will. Just a guess, though. We are gonna make it to the Sierra Nevadas next, up ahead. That's why Kernville is kind of cool. Haven't been there in real life. Would love to go there someday, but probably not gonna happen. Unless I become insanely rich and I just be able to travel. And again, being a pilot, I think we can make things happen, you know? That is the awesome thing about being a pilot, is that you can do things others don't by like doing flights and day trips as long as you got the money. So, money's the other problem. Pretty good. The clouds are dissipating sort of out there, so that's good to see. Again, 24 minutes to Kernville. That's 52 nautical miles to go. But this is a nice airport. I think I have scenery for it too, if I remember right. So, in fact, I have newer freeware scenery. And that would be, yeah, freeware scenery from FlightSim.to. How about where we took off from? Palm Springs. That is also freeware scenery from BB Corp. That was pretty good scenery at Palm Springs there too. So I'll tell you, some of this freeware is really good. Some of it's really good. Probably deviate to the west here if I have to, but we're going to be going over Mojave, California, in the distance. There's the spaceport, if you will. Lots of solar panels. Just hooked up my second set of solar panels today. I got the extension cables. So, and it was pumping. I mean, we've had overcast weather here, but when we had a good day, 2 of the panels were pumping in 180 something watts. So I'm figuring now that I got 2 sets of them, probably get close to 400 watts. It depends on the light, and I've only checked it in the afternoon, so I'm sure I'm getting more than that during direct sunlight during the day. It's all pretty tied in, and hopefully that brings my electric bill down a little bit. It's expensive here in the Northeast. Hopefully I'll save money for other things, even though it's an investment over time, and save, and I'm using my front porch roof to do that. I have not mounted them permanently yet, so I'm gonna get there. There's the spaceport. That looks pretty cool. You got some aircraft there too. Right there. Looks like maybe the airlines store some airplanes over here or something. Cool. Got some wind turbines in the distance as well, according to the sections. We'll see what it does. Seem to have a track out there. Don't know what that's for. And there's an airport out here, somewhere too, in California City Municipal, Lima 71. Exactly, yeah. In FSLTL, it's a little more optimized if you ask me, and it's kind of cool to see the traffic if you know the call signs. The way I do that is through my electronic flight bag with ADSB using X Map Spy. But yeah, it's a little more. It's a little bit more. I still have the old AIG traffic models here and there, and I have them loaded into that sim as models. But FSLTL, I think, is a lot better than the AIG. AIG took a lot of setup too, because you had to like download everything, and you download each airline. Man, look at all those wind turbines. They weren't kidding. Holy shnikes, look at those. Yikes, that's a lot. That is a lot. I've never seen so many wind turbines in one place. Yikes, look at that. Wind turbines for days. Picture time. That's a lot of hot air. Yeah, you're talking, dude. Seriously. But don't just. I give applause to that one. I do. Applause. Man, it's pretty cold out. Oh God, we're at like 8 degrees. I better pump this heat up. There you go.
American 2663, proposed clear dial-up runway
12.5, it makes sense in a way. That's a lot of wind. Look at those. It's amazing. You know how much power that must be doing? Over here I'm talking about, oh, I got some solar panels. Makes about 300 something watts probably max. On like a slightly overcast day. I'm hoping it does more than that. It's correct. This is huge.
American 163, approach clear dial-up runway 25.
We got some near Plymouth Airport too on the part out of there, so I have seen some. That's a watt of power. You know it's a watt. Dude, you were good at the singers. I gotta be honest with you, Digi. You are good at the zingers. Oh boy. Do I have a laugh command? I thought I did, but I guess not. Oh, I do actually. Here. I thought I did. There you go. At a watt of power. That's cool. I've never seen so many wind turbines, so look at that. It's like amazing. Alright, Kern Valley in the distance, and we're about 19 minutes out, 40 nautical miles. Let's see if we can get some weather here. Here we go. Palm 2. And the volume's up, so we're not getting the weather yet, and that would be out of Bakersfield, which is probably the closest place for weather. If not, we're going to use Sky Vector. But let me see what Sky Vector is saying, because I'm not hearing any weather from Bakersfield. It is saying at Bakersfield, 360 at 5, yep, so we're going north here, 10 square miles clear. Again, in the mountains could be a little different, but we're gonna plan for 3.5. And if you're looking at the tablet, we're there. We're gonna do an extended final to 3.5. We're gonna get over these mountains here first, though. So, and also those clouds. So I think I want to go to the left more. Let's go back to heading mode, but let me set it to where it needs to be first. Yeah, we're good. Heading. Come on, heading. There you go. Go around these clouds. We're also going to start a descent pretty soon. We're flying manual in here. That. Okay, let's go heading. Heading on. That's why I did. Okay, now it is. All right, Digi. Have a great night, my friend. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for the blessings. Appreciate it, sir. Do let me know when you find out. No rush or anything on what the plans are for FS Expo, though. And around these clouds, and I think we have a good shot at just going direct in there without any clouds or anything. So. I'm gonna keep it high still. Okay, let's change our gas while we're here. Fuel pump on. Switch to the right. Fuel pump off. We'll probably leave it there unless there's a big change. 16 minutes to go. We will make our landing, and this is what we're hoping to do at Kern Valley.
Stick the left. In this challenge, the pilot will do his best to avoid certain death by keeping the plane on a good flight path with a constant angle descent lined up to center. Good. Stick the left. And don't suck.
And don't suck. That's me landing at New Bedford, I believe. New Bedford Regional Airport. Kilo Echo Whiskey Bravo. It's the local class Delta to do some landings at a Towered Airport. They used to have a nice restaurant there, and now it's not there. They still don't have a restaurant there, because I asked. That's usually where I do my night landings for see. But might have to do something else. Might have to do Taunton, to be honest with you, because they do have air there. I like to go get a dinner. I like to get something out of it. So I usually fly when it's like afternoon. Go get some dinner. Wait for the sun to go down. Wait till I get my landings, and I fly back to Plymouth and I do my 3 full stop landings. So We'll see. I'd like to do that before the summer, because I'd like to go on a night flight with some friends. I know my friends were like, oh, I want to go flying at night, but again, you have to be current on that. So, and you have to be more careful, because you can't really see the clouds as well and stuff. So. But, and also, you know, water, bodies of water. It depends on the night and the light that you do have, but you gotta be more cautious, I think. It's less visuals. Alright, we are gonna go, we're already on the CTAF, so we're gonna announce where we are. We're about 30 nautical miles south of Kern Valley. So here we go. Kern Valley traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, 30 nautical miles to the south. Gonna set up an extended final for runway 35, full stop, Kern Valley. Sierra Nevadas, everyone. You look gorgeous here. Look at this. Look at that gorgeous Sierra Nevadas. Look at those wind turbines. They're everywhere. That one looks like it's pointing an arrow down. Nice scenery out here. This would be a glorious place to fly. Out there is, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Tehachapi Municipal. Teha Chapi Municipal. Kilo Tango Sierra Papa. And other than that, it's just, oh, the Flying Bee Ranch. That was a popular airport back in like 2004. Like Sim 2004. Yep, I'm going that far. That's out here too as well. It's a private airport. What was the big, I think it was called Emma Field. That was like the big scenery release for Bush pilots back then. It was a fictitious airport from 2004. People were like, oh, it has sounds and everything. And it was pretty cool back in the day in 2004 to have something like that. But we kind of have that stuff now. We have like echo soundscapes and stuff like that that you can buy to put like outside sound in and stuff like that. Which we have that all loaded up here as well. But alright, we're going to set up, get an extended file for 3.5. Get the Kern Valley. I'm going to stay above these mountains here. And then we're going to make a big descent down to Kern Valley. You might have to slip it in there. I just want to avoid the Sierra Nevadas.
American 501,
12.5 minutes to go. We're going to make this happen. Tuesday. Long day today. Beautiful scenery.
Delta 1330, 23 West Infinity Angel 4, 300 knots going Angel Public approach.
Delta 1330, supposed to runway 25 left, sir.
Clear to the island 25 left, Delta. American 47, 26 and a half, be in the Hollywood, 300 knots greater, still out of start, published to it.
Compton 6047, supposed to left runway 25 left, sir.
Clear island, keep it left, 3.
Believe it or not, Kern Valley is out there. It's just that mountain has a peak of 8,000 feet. So maybe we should drop down a little bit here. Let's go to 10.5.
Delta 1330, I have a spot on 2 right, you ready to let me know?
That'd be great, Delta 1330.
Delta 1330, change runway, cleared ILS,
Down to 10.5. Keep an eye on that airspeed. right in here. Speeds in the green, we're good. Ground speed's picking up. We're just descending down to 10.5. Once we get over this mountain, we can go to 8.5 and really get down there. And pattern altitude's about 4,000. Again, it's all about avoiding this Sierra Nevada elevation here. That looks to be like that might be Isabella Lake out there. Could be wrong on that. Could be right, but that's where Kern Valley is. So not the easiest way to get in, but it's worth it. And we'll take a look around the area with the drone cam when we're back. And thanks once again for everyone coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Digi, JJ, Nick Resla, Has again. I haven't seen you in forever. Everyone that's tuned in on YouTube, I appreciate that too as well. And I hope to give you a nice little viewing of nature here as we go to camp in Kern Valley. Imagine hiking around here. That must be amazing too. Looks like they got like roads and trails. We'd love to go to New Hampshire this summer and camp in the mountains with my son. And also, we're probably just going to try to do a camping trip around the area there. In Taunton, there's a nice campground. That last time we went, it seems like whenever we camp, it either rains or something happens. But the last time we went camping at a campground, we had a death in the family, unfortunately, so we could only stay one of the 2 nights that we planned. Zach was young. It was like 2021. It was like right after, you know, COVID kind of lifted restrictions, but we'll see. Have to do some things. I got tons of camping equipment to use too. I gotta do some reviews on that stuff. But we'll see what we could do. We got the backpacking tent again, and really doing backpacking. Probably drive up to New Hampshire Park, hike in about 2 miles at an easy site, camp for like 2 nights, then go back. Kind of cool. All right, we are over that peak there, so I'm gonna try to keep going here to 8.5. Get this thing going down. Gonna be lined up for this. I have to increase the mixture as we go down here too. So we're actually good. All right, cool. Going down to 8.5 now. Just keep stepping down. Isabella Lake's actually up ahead. So what lake is this? Because this isn't even on the sectional we're about to overfly. Maybe that is Isabella Lake. But Kern Valley's right in here then. That means that could be right actually. This might be Isabella Lake and Kern Valley's down there. We're gonna have to drop this faster, so let's look. Let's go on to 6.5 then. Now keep an eye on the terrain. Come on, turn the button. That's right. Increase the rate of descent here. 700 feet. Get down there. In fact, you know what? Heck it. I'm just gonna go and do this manually. All right. Manifold looks good. We're going to kick it back to 2100. 18 inches, manifold 2100 prop. And keep our descent going. Kern Valley out there in the distance. Kern Valley traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, 11 nautical miles, entering an extended final for runway 35. Full stop, Kern Valley. It is over there. Sometimes it's hard to see at first. I remember coming here in the simulator twice before. This is a little mountain peak that you as we descend. Watching that manifold pressure because that will sneak up on us.
American 2725 for traffic, clear out left runway 24 right approach. Clear out
And we're 10 nautical miles out. It's out there in the distance. You can't really see it that well, but it's out there. Okay, Allison, announce the descent, by the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
Yeah, we have to descend a little faster here. Manifold still back. Oh, whoa, get some wind here. Hello. Got some wind. There was some convective activity here earlier. Trim it down. Try to make it down here. Can't see the airport yet. We're lined up on final, so it's out there. I'm thinking it's right over here. We're gonna have to slip this a little bit though to make it happen. Slipping down the aircraft. Got left aileron and full right rudder, or almost close to full. We're gonna get it down here and get it down. Push it back a little bit.
Yeah, Roger American 2775, can you confirm we are clear for the ILS 24 right approach?
Kern Valley traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, 7 nautical miles extended final runway 35 will stop Kern Valley. That is the airfield, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna slow this down.
So this could be heavy, maintain
Give myself more time to get down there.
approach 128.5, get it. 259,
Slowing it down. We're slipping it, we just gotta get down there. Sure up. Okay, we're gonna start our checklist now. Gas, fuel pump on, fullest tank, undercarriage. Gonna be under 129, so let's stop slipping this for a second. Slow it way down. Alright, gear. That's gonna slow us down too.
Number 1523,
Okay.
cutting approach 124.9.
Mixture, drop, laps. Slow it down. Slow it down. And keep slipping. Not the easiest way to get in here. Okay. Laps. We're gonna do two things with laps. Descend a little bit better. And we're slipping it. That is the airfield right in front of us. Very high.
American 306, clear out left runway 25 left approach.
By slipping, we try to keep the airspeed where it needs to be. Kind of fast still. Okay, full flaps. Put this thing down. Throttle's out. We're gonna be throttle out. Okay, gas on the carriage. Mixture, prop, flaps, switches. We got 3 green.
American 1409,
Coming
clear out
in.
left runway 25 left approach.
Looking good here. That's Kern Valley. Camping area, by the way, is to the left over here, so that's what we're gonna go after.
25,
I think it's to the left if I remember right. Alright, we're gonna trim up now. Looks a lot better now. A little bit of throttle. That's basically how you have to get in here. You don't really have a lot of room here on the left and right, so this direct in on 3.5 was nice to see. So. Kern Valley traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, final runway 35, full stop, Kern Valley. Trim up. More throttle. Should go out 80, that's why I'm trying to speed here. Hope the airport loads better. That's some freakier scenery. Kern Valley traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, final runway 35, full stop.
Clear, down left, runway 25 left approach.
Clear down left 25 left, left.
A little slow here, but it'll be okay. Throttle out a little bit. Throttle out. You're gonna be alright.
United 1613 Heavy, approach speed 300, fill advise, clear, 9 left, 25 left approach.
Right, here we go.
Left approach 300 till advise.
In real life, this thing falls like a rock, so. Clearing. Oh, that's a nice landing. Okay. There we go. See those planes over there? That's where we're going. Okay, flaps up. I'll do that once I clear here. That wind was from our left a little bit, not that bad. The camping area is over here. The main office is over there, though. It's kind of cool, and that's what people do. They just fly up here, get their tents out with their planes, and camp. Pretty cool, huh? Clear. Kern Valley traffic, Arrow 3 Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 35, Kern Valley. Alright, let's do our checklist. We got traffic off. And here you go, so you can see it with me. Flaps up, fuel pump off, strobes off. Landing light, do off, taxi light, no, on. Turn the nav lights off too, we're okay. Alright, good. Gonna be about 1,000 to keep the alternator going. Make sure it's required. I have to check my trim. Here we go.
Approach today, kayak 53 with danger for arrival.
Kayak 53, approach verify information to Leanne.
Alright, we're gonna park over here. Trim set to take off. We're good. Alright, we're gonna turn off this. Thank you. We're gonna pull right in, tow guide tracker on. See, there's trucks, tents, people camping, and that is the camping area. So I'm gonna pull in. I'm gonna pull in the opposite side there. Try to back it up in there. So I know that there's a marshal there, but it's not making sense that they want me to park that way. So I'm gonna try to park in there. This what appears to be a bonanza. Welcome to Kern Valley, everybody. This is a fun one. This is a fun airport to fly into on the simulator. I'm sure in real life too, but you gotta be careful because again it's a valley. Yeah, I don't know why he'd want me to park there, so we're gonna come over here. There's all the tents and everything. Alright, we're gonna keep it here and do the shutdown. So ELT, verify silent. It is. Avionics off. I'm gonna turn the chatter off when I do that. Avionics off. All lights except for beacon are off. Mixture full lean. Now it's about an hour and a half, just like it said. Cool. Mags off, master off, lights off. We're not gonna put the parking brake on because I'm gonna try to taxi it in here. Oop, not into the bonanza, just a little bit near the bonanza. And that's what we do. We'd have a tow bar and get this thing in there. So there you go, close enough. Parking brake on. Very good. And just make sure I got everything else off. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, good. Let's take this drone cam out and check out Kern Valley, shall we? Really, I wish I had the camping stuff on, but that's okay. All right. Yep, I'm so used to whatchamacallit there. 2024 with the drone cam. I made a mistake. But anyways, here's the camping area. I'm going to disconnect from VAT Sim at this time too as well. I'm also going to turn off my tablet so you can actually see things. Isn't that cool? You got this little camping area here. People come with RVs and stuff. And this scenery is, again, freeware by VB Corp, I think it is. Kern Valley. Yeah, VB Corp, Kern Valley scenery. It's kind of cool. Look at that. This guy has a little addition there to the RV. Bikes and everything. Tents. A little campfire over there. Picnic tables. Look at the scenery. Like you got the river over there and everything. Nice job. It's got the elevation right there. Pretty cool. Again, the check-in office, I believe, is this area over here. And you check in with them. Oh, excuse me. Let's check out the scenery in Kern Valley. Gorgeous scenery. I could camp here for a couple of nights, I'll tell you that. Look at that. I'm also going to go real world time and see what it looks like in real world time, but I'm going to get some nice views here in the afternoon. The perfect time to fly in and camp overnight and wake up the next morning, have a cup of coffee. Yeah. I'm a fan of flying into Kern Valley on the simulator. In real life, I'd love to do it. But you do have to be wary of the terrain and stuff. It's right in Sierra Nevadas there. Alright, so Kern Valley's there. Let's see what it looks like in real world time here. Let it light up here a little bit, and it's dark. It is dark. Look at that. So I don't know if I'd fly in here during the night. I'd probably want to come in during the day, like we did in the simulator here, because there's not much to go by here. According to the simulator, I doubt there's gonna be lots of lights here either. So I wonder if the scenery shows the campfire like burning. Probably not, but it'd be kind of cool if it did. And if we had the parallel 42 camp out working, we would have scenery to do now. That'd be kind of cool if they did that. Actually, it'd be over here, right? Yeah. That's alright. It's freeware. And it's a nice scenery overall. Alright, so anyways, we're going to call it as I camp overnight at Kern Valley virtually, if you will. Remember to push that follow button on Twitch, please. We're trying to get more followers everywhere. YouTube, push that subscribe button. If you want to go to YouTube after, go to youtube.com/ericflight. Push that subscribe button. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And at Kick, we have just gotten to the point where we can have people sub on Kick. So feel free to do so. Anything you do, including watching the stream, though, is basically highly respected and appreciated. And we're gonna see you soon. I'm gonna head to bed here. But have a great night, buddy. We'll be in touch, by the way. Be on my Discord. Let me know some possible dates in June. I think I get out of teaching on June 13th, but then I'm gonna have to take an online course. I have to work around that too. So, all right, from Kern Valley, Eric Flight. Peace out. Stay tuned on Twitch. We're gonna raid someone, and you all have a great night. Thank you so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you later. Bye.